I have already written a book, but I don't know how to publish or market it. What are the next steps I need to take?
I think the very first step is to determine your path to publishing. Are you going to self-publish? Are you going to try and pitch it for publishing through a traditional way? Or are you going to look at a hybrid route, which is a growing and budding industry and really great for people who don't want to self-publish, but aren't probably going to get picked up by a traditional publisher.
So what do you mean by hybrid
Yes. Okay.
route?
So a
What does that
hybrid
mean?
press, Cat Biggie Press is actually a hybrid press. Basically, the model is that we operate like a traditional publisher, but we have a fee for services to get the book prepared and ready to go. Because the Independent Book Publishers Association has a great kind of like checklist for red flags or minimum standards for hybrid publishers and things like that. So if that's something that you now have heard of and you're like, I want to check that out more, I would go to IBPA, look at their hybrid publishers checklist, criteria, standards, whatever they call it, and kind of go through that list of things. But a lot of times there's no like real standards involved with the big box publishers. And I don't want to say any of their names out there, but they call themselves hybrid. They're really just publishing businesses. And I'd say if anybody charges you for your books, like if you have to pay $6,000 to order 1,000 copies of your book or whatever, like that's usually a red flag. But in most cases, the best route for you is going to be self-publishing. Because for an entrepreneur, generally speaking, you're using your books for two reasons. One, to be your calling card and your here's my gift to the world, saying I am an expert at what I do, and growing your audience through that. And then also like to sell to the people that are either in your programs, in your communities, in your all those types of things. So you don't necessarily need all the steps that go with the other publishing routes, but what you do need is a professional looking book, because if you're saying I'm the expert in this and here's my calling card, it's overwhelming and it's time consuming. So when you hire somebody who's an expert at doing these things and knows how and the timelines and all of that comes off your plate, and you just hand it over, and you can focus on your marketing, because marketing is huge. You should start marketing early on if you're looking at a big launch. There's so many pieces of the puzzle that you need to understand the timeline and all of the different elements, and have somebody guiding you through that process is worth its weight in gold, I believe. For an entrepreneur, if you're going to invest in a book, which it is an investment, time and money and energy, you need to be able to look at what it is that your goal is with that book. And usually it's speaking engagements, it's building your business, it's more clients, it's all these other things. And if you're trying to get all the book writing stuff done and the publishing stuff done, nobody has enough time to do all those other things well.